With more families self-isolating and also the current closures that are happening with schools, we want you to consider how effectively children are being supported whilst they're at home. During periods of absence from education settings, we realise that this could potentially have a significant impact on a child's health and well-being, especially for those children that would normally receive additional support from their education setting. We need to consider a support plan. The plan needs to be specific to a child's need, including regular contact with a member of staff, resources and work packs to complete whilst in isolation, but also promoting self-reflection and monitoring their own emotional well-being, which includes ensuring that children are aware of alternative support mechanisms available to them, for example, Childline. We also need to consider the importance of understanding false information and fake news. Children will have an awareness of the virus at this moment in time and will be keen to understand more, especially about the impact on society. Promote yourself as a trusted adult who can provide a reliable source of information. But if children are online to find out more, this is what they need to consider. Firstly, where is the source of the information coming from? Is it from a reputable source, the NHS, the World Health Organization? Has the information been previously shared? If so, do we know it to be accurate? Are there any other accounts or platforms that are equally also providing this information? And always read the body of the story, not just the headline, which at the moment is very sensationalised. It's important to be aware that not everything we read about the virus is accurate and true, and what we want to do is avoid any unnecessary distress for children as a result of being misinformed. It is expected that we will see a rapid increase of the amount of time children are spending in the online world over the coming weeks and months, especially as they are going to be away from face-to-face contact with their peers. Parents and carers need to consider how they are monitoring and safeguarding children whilst they are online. So here are a few top tips. Take time to proactively engage with your children to understand what apps and games they're using, and ensure that you've established clear agreements and boundaries of online activity that must be maintained. Think about time limits around how long children are using devices and games. Please do check privacy settings on all apps, devices and games, and there's lots of support that can be found if you click the link to your left. Checking whether games and apps are age appropriate, and be aware of any potential risk that may surface within that game. Please monitor who your child is in contact with. And finally, always promote yourself as someone that children can talk to if anything goes wrong or upsets them whilst online.